A vehicles deck? What kind of moron plays a vehicles deck? Oh wait, I'm playing a vehicles deck. What is up, Slayers? Welcome back to the Slayers Den. It is your boy Slay Anything, and today we are going to try to chop some opponents in the arena with a brand new vehicles deck. As always, let's do a really quick deck breakdown and then we'll get into some hopefully pretty fun matches. So this brand new Boros deck is built around Astor, Bearer of Blades. This is a new legendary human warrior for 2 colorless, a red and a white mana. It says when Astor, Bearer of Blades enters the battlefield, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal an equipment or vehicle card from among them and put it into your hand. Then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. He also has 2 really cool secondary abilities. Equipment you control have Equip 1, and vehicles you control have Crew 1. So this is absolutely busted if you put in the right equipment and vehicles, obviously. So some of the equipment and vehicles we're running are Lion Sash, which is great for getting rid of pesky cards from our opponent's graveyard, along with Unlicensed Hearse, which can get huge. We also use these cards to get rid of pesky creatures like Tenacious Underdog. But basically they bring a lot of value to the deck. We've also got 3 copies of Reckoner Bankbuster, which is an excellent card because it allows us to draw a card, and it's also a great crew target because it is just a solid 4/4. And at the very top end of our vehicles, we got Weatherlight Compleated. This card is absolutely crazy once we can get it online. It's basically a 2 mana 5/5 flying, and with Astor, Bearer of Blades, any of our creatures or creature tokens can crew this bad boy up and we can swing in for 5. Not only that, this creature is actually really cool because it allows us to scry, and then on its own, if some of our creatures die, we'll end up being able to turn into a creature either way, even without Astor's crew ability. And at the very top end, we've got Ao the Dawn Sky. This card is really cool because it gives us so many options. We can search our library for an Astor, an Emperor, maybe a useful removal spell, or we get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on each permanent we control that's a creature or vehicle. So it actually kind of works in tandem with our vehicles as well as all of our creature tokens. The rest of the deck is rounded up with some pretty solid removal. We've got some March of Otherworldly Lights, we've got some Lightning Strikes, Borrowed Time, and a couple copies of Farewell to get rid of really sticky boards. But yeah, that's it. The deck seems pretty crazy and I'm super hyped to play this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to check it out. I appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving the Slayers Den community lately. I'm so proud to have you guys in this really tight-knit community. You guys honestly keep MTG Arena fun for me, so thank you out there. But yeah, I'm hyped to get into these matches, so without further ado, let's play some Magic the Gathering. This is an alright hand, just because we at least know we can play this on turn 2. Turn 3 gives us some little token action. The opponent moles a bit here and moles a bit there. Opponent says hello. Alright, some Rakdos action. Silly. What is this? Attack percent of the creature, put a +1/+1. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We have all 4 of our doggos in hand, so that's very interesting, first of all. We got 2 removal spells, which is pretty sick. Okay, do we block here? Sure, why not? Let's block here. Yeah, let me see. Beginning of combat turn, create a 2/1, search your library for a card, activate only if you have 5 more creatures have died this turn. Okay. What do we want to do here? I feel like we've got some options, which is nice. Why don't we go Lightning Strike this, and then drop Doggo here? Let's see. Sure. Exile that. Just kind of clear the board, and then we can start maybe playing some threats. Getting rid of those 2 early on feels pretty good, because you never want the opponent to be able to kind of overwhelm your board. That does not seem like what you would call a great idea. Let's go in Spirited Companion 1, and I'll play second Spirited Companion here. Keep our cards set. Meat hook for 1. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. You hate to see it. Alright, we can go wedding announcements into Lion Sash. That'll be a nice way to kind of draw out some removal so that way we can resolve these bad boys. This is a really interesting deck though, for sure. This has got Lagmos, which is pretty nice. Nice. We got 2 meat hooks out of their hand, which is absolutely crazy. You'll love to see it, first of all. Yep. Yeah, let's go and play a Adeline. Play planes. Just pass the turn. So we can draw out any more removal. Yes, let's go. Alright. So now the fun begins. Okay, we're gonna do no blocks here. We'll just take the 2. We will find some kind of removal here eventually, right? Alright, so the question is, do we go for an Astor? I think we do. We could also Wandering Emperor, get some life, but I think I'm okay just kind of doing the damn thing. Let's go and look for some cool equipment or perhaps a Reckoner Bankbuster. Why not? Let's do the dang thing. Let's do a little Bankbuster action. Next. We're gonna do no attacks, end the turn. Now we get ourselves a little bumped up board as well, which is kind of nice. Okay, pass 2 blockers. Now we can start taking at least 0 damage for a turn, which isn't too bad. Not too shabby. I'm glad that we got rid of an Infernal Grasp and a Meat Hook there, and then a Body Dropper. I don't know about that. That doesn't really do anything. All right, and my turn. Sweet. Okay. Okay, so we've got 7 mana here. I think what we could do probably is swing in for 5, start getting some damage in here. Go ahead and play. I'll just go end the turn here, I think. So give us the option to create a blocker. Oh, okay. Let's go. Opponent is also playing some Weatherlight action. Pretty nice. Alright. So let's go ahead and crew this bad boy with this. Pass 2 blockers. Don't block here. I guess describe a bit here and a bit there. Okay, let's go ahead and draw a card as well. And it is my turn, question mark? Let's go and Jetmir. Okay. That's kind of nice. We have a few different options here, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we go Guy. Gonna swing in. Wedding announcement. End the turn. Alright, so what's the opponent got going on? Now, it was a big old question. Can we get out of this 4-point life swing right here? We're down to 4. It's pretty grody. Okay, sure. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and do the damn thing. Gain some life. I am almost sad to see you go. Do we go in? I think we go in.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Okay. Sweet. Opponent's cool with the scry action. You'll love to see it. We're also going to play a plains, play a curse, and we're also going to just end the turn here. Now let's see what the opponent's got for us. Okay, they got their little Lagos action. And a Phoenix check, okay. Let's do this. Let's do it. Oh, nice. They're swinging in on this. Okay. Okay, so I could save Wandering Emperor here, potentially. Do I want to do that is the question. I think the first thing we do is crew. Lock this bad boy.
I'm not impressed.
Okay. Go ahead and draw a card here. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Grab these two. Play this. So we could potentially get rid of like enchantments and creatures. That could be a thing. Let's see. How do we want to handle this? This is going to be kind of a tricky turn here. All right, so we can crew up Bankbuster with this. That's what we're going to do here first. Then I'm going to swing in for 11. Okay. Then do we farewell creatures and enchantments or just creatures here? We get rid of creatures here. Let's go and farewell creatures and damn. Yeah, we do creatures. Go and create a 2/2.
Keep watch for intruders.
Draw a card. Get a 4/4. Now we're cooking with a bit of gas here. Can they do 3? If they have like a lightning strike or something like that, I would just be so bummed here. Phoenix check. Okay, sweet. Could take 1 here, potentially. Okay. Opponent sacks to draw a card. Sure. Can we do 8 to the opponent? No Logamos and a meat hook. Sure. Alright, and my turn. Okay. Pretty scary times here. We could play our Bankbuster. We draw a card. Okay. And we'll play Ao the Dawn Sky here. Just gonna go next. We are gonna swing in for 4. And we're gonna end the turn. Here we go. We might have just 1 here. If the opponent can swing in, they can swing in, but we do get to search our top 7 cards and put a permanent into play, so this could be something. Okay. So what does this do? They block. We take we lose a life from Meat Hook, and then can they do a damage to us here? Is kind of the big question. Attack with 3 or more. Oh, I mean, let's play kind of on the okay, and then let's go ahead and exile the chick and a Meat Hook. We'll err on the side of positive gameplay here. Okay. Top 7. GG. Swinging for 4. That was a pretty nuts game, guys. That was pretty nuts. Opponent definitely made us work for that victory, and that was sick. Man, this Logamos card pretty nuts in this deck. Body, when you combo it with like Body Dropper, just getting a +1/+1 counter every turn. You can give it Menace with Weatherlight. That was really cool. I think that we had a few really good clutch plays here, like our Farewell, and then AO obviously super clutch there as well. So yeah, GG, opponent. Hey, we're going first. We're gonna keep this one. They are Doggo, turn 2. Then we got a couple of removal spells as well, which is kind of nice. I really like Doggo. I think you could go Rafine's Informant, I believe that's the name of it, that connives when it enters the battlefield to get a similar card draw. And if you discard a permanent, you actually get a 3/2 instead of a 1/1. So it does put up a bigger roadblock for the opponent, but you know, I think if you're not trying to discard cards from your hand, then Spirited Companion works just as well. Alright, play Plains. Plays an island. Sweet. Play Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Azorius, huh? Okay. Gonna swing in. With this bad boy, and we hold up Lightning Strike for something, I think. Spectral Adversary is not too shabby. We don't want to give them a whole lot of creatures on the board, because as soon as they get that, they start protecting it, and Lord knows that's pretty annoying. Yeah, we'll play another Spirited Companion here. Okay. So we got 3 doggos now. Now the opponent's definitely gonna have to have some action going on. There we go, swinging with 3 doggos. You can flash in a creature, but I think I'm okay with just the 3 doggos action. We're gonna play a Reckoner Bankbuster, number 1. Sweet. And I'll go ahead and run out number 2 as well. This actually gives us a 4/4 we could potentially swing in if we play all of our companions out. But I think we're just going to swing in for 3 again. Swinging in for 3 always feels pretty good. Cemetery Protector. Let's go. Okay. Sweet. Opponent takes 2 here. But then they also get to kill one of our doggos. That's so sad. Pretty bummed out about that. And let's go borrow time here. Going in for 2. See how many more flash creatures they have. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Gonna have indestructible lands. Unfortunate for us. Let's go and borrow time that as well, I think. And let's play a Lion Sash. This gives us a couple of ways to perhaps interact with the opponent. Okay. So it's indestructible land once again. Let's go and exile some stuff. Get rid of that. And get rid of one of our doggos. Get 3 in here. There are blades. Alright, we whiff on that, but that's fine because we do have a 1 mana crew now for Bankbuster if we want to use that. Alright. Might. Oh, okay, let's go. Blue-white flash is no match. No match for vehicles 2. I'm starting to think this might be vehicles 1 even, guys. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and let's let's go ahead and just get into the next game because that was a pretty good one. Pretty annoying. You hate to play against decks that are running such tragic rubbish, but GG opponent. This deck, by the way, is called Vehicles too because I had a first iteration of Vehicles. It was a Mardu Vehicles deck, and it was pretty cool. You use a lot more equipment in that one, but it is Mardu, so you get to play a few nifty cards. All right, so we keep this one for these two. We have enough mana to potentially play these as well. I think we'll hold on to it. It sucks being on the freaking draw, but I think we just kind of we do the dang thing. Ooh, this is gonna be fun with all of our graveyard removal. Should be pretty neat. Should be pretty neat indeed. Yeah, we gotta play this. We go next, and the turn. Do have a way to exile potentially something problematic. It would just be funny if we just ramped up to Farewell. That would be kind of pretty hilarious, actually. It's like we're gonna take one here, pass a turn. I'll start creating tokens, I think, with wedding announcements. Let's see. Yeah, let's go and run on a wedding announcement here. This gives us a little Toki action. Cemetery Tampering. What does this card do again? If there are 20 or more cards in your graveyard. Okay, so opponent is turbo cranking it out here. I don't have any creatures out yet, which is nice for us. So we're definitely going to do something about that. I think we go no blocks here. That's fun. So let's go ahead and Spirited Companion in the hopes that we draw an extra land here, and that's nice. We do that, and we have Weatherlights, and we've got Reckoner. Reckoner gives us extra card draw. This gives us Scry, so we'll do no attacks. As soon as these bad boys die, then yeah, then we start Weatherlight Scrying, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Opponent is really excited to bring something back here. They don't really have anything though, so Diregraph Rebirth is pretty saucy. Still no hits. Wow. This has been pretty rough first few things for the opponents. Lay old stick fingers. Okay. That was a good play. Because they're trying to get as much in their much in as possible here. Alright, so we block here, and do we just Turbo Rush Weatherlight? Turbo Rush Weatherlight seems kind of interesting, but not... We could also swing in with 2 creatures and get a card draw. Okay, so if we get this is good at creature stopping, but I don't think we actually need to do that right now. So what we need is lands. Lands are definitely not what we're getting here, so... I think we play an Adeline, then we swing in to draw. That's fine. Describe it. Don't need another one of those. At this point I am looking for lands. It would be nice to have another wedding announcement in theory, but lands are where we're at now, lad. I don't fully understand this. Because they're at 10 cards in the yard, it's not like they can definitely do a tampering here. Okay, so that gets destroyed. Yeah, let's grab the land. We need the lands. We need the lands and we want the lands. Alright, so can we afford to take 7 here is a big question. I am at the point where I don't believe we can. Oh man, but to give away a borrowed time in exchange for, yeah, I think we should actually just have to take the 7. Let's see. Now I can hold up blockers. All right, that's a little bit better. We can go borrowed time, and this kind of sucks. Like I actually genuinely dislike the idea of this. All right, we're just gonna play AO actually. Fuck it, no attacks. End the turn. Play an AO. Tox roll. You son of a gun. Okay. So probably no swingies in this time, but I could also see it. I could see them doing some swingies. Go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Drop that. Drop that. Okay. First things first. Say goodbye to that. So we can swing it for 12, take 5 on the backswing. Is that something we're willing to do here? I think so. Yeah, we're gonna be aggressive just because we do have a vigilance creature here. Then we can play a. Do we play the March? I think we play the March to save ourselves by getting rid of that, or do we? Let's play Lion Sash. Actually, this will really fuck with the opponent, I think. Oh, Lion Sash is great. They have to really focus on that. Opponent gains a life. Now, whatever they bring back, we get to target with Lion Sash, which is kind of sick. Okay. So eats. Yes, let's go. Dang, that was sick. It's pretty fortuitous that we went against a graveyard-based deck. But that Tox roll, I mean, Tox roll's scary, like regardless of what point in the game you're at. So it was definitely clutch that we had our borrowed time, AO and Weatherlight were actually kind of really clutch there too, because it really put a really fast clock on the opponent. So GG, better buckle up. Okay, this is kind of, sort of, a hand. We always prefer maybe like Doggo in the opening hand, but this could potentially work. We'll go and hold on to this. Yeah. Don't mind it terribly. These sleeves, those are awesome. Those are so very sleevey. Alright, there's our Doggo. I have a really strong suspicion that we might be going against a counterspell tempo deck since there's a Delver here, and that's definitely going to put the kibosh on a lot of our game plans, but yeah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Okay, so we're going to play... We're just going to swing in for 1. The planes, and let's go and get Lion Sash out here. Negates. Gross. You hate to see it. You negate to see it, and you hate to see it. You can get some kind of bounce out of the opponent's hand since this is mono blue. I would suspect bounce is probably the only way to really deal with our stuff. Okay. Delver of Secrets number 2. Okay. Let's go. Ooh, what do I want to resolve? All right, we're gonna play Weatherlight Compleated. Doom, 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 doom. Sweets. Okay. Good. Get in for 1 here. Doom, 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 doom. All right. So they activate that, and do we let them take that? Let me see. Yeah, I guess there's something we can do about that. Okay, so what do we get rid of? We got rid of 1 single negate. That's a very interesting proposition. We could reset Insectile Aberration, which is kind of nice. Okay, opponent does not do anything here. Let's go with a second mountain, and let's go and borrow time here. Borrow time we shall. Let's go and get rid of this, I guess. I can see a phasing spell, maybe a protection spell of some kind here. Okay. Sweet. Just gonna go next, and no attacks, and the turn. We'll just draw off Bankbuster for discovery. Okay. That's definitely going to be a bit problematic for us. Drop a land. The 2/3/2 flyings could definitely be a pain in the ass as well. Do 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 do. Doom 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 doom. Alright, let's go and draw. Okay, let's go and start playing out threats. Yep, opponent draws. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Play Lion Sash. And, do we play the Lion Sash here? We could. I think what I'd like to do is maybe just get some damage in, though. Let's go and crew this bad boy. Swing in for 4. Okay. Play Lion Sash. And the turn. What do they have if they don't have Delver of Secrets? Okay. Very interesting. First of all, they have Negate. Maybe Negate is kind of their big thing, huh? One will wonder. Okay. No swingy. No swingy at all, huh? Very interesting. Let's play an Adeline. Okay, opponent draws. Sure. Sure. Okay, opponent considers as well. I wonder if they're running Haughty Jin. That's actually something I've thought maybe could be an issue. Oh man, okay. Let's go with these two. Just keep getting damage in, I guess. There's really no sense in not swinging with everything. This is obviously I can't swing in. This I don't want them to kill quite yet. Okay, and we're just gonna have the turn. See what we can do to get some damage in. Damage. Alright, so they now have a bounce spell, which is pretty gross. Hate to see it. Doom, 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 doom. Okay. I'm just playing very conservatively, which is, I think, nice for us. Okay, my turn. Crew 1. I think the time is now to swing in. They want to kill something, they want to bounce something. Let's make them do the dang thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They'll have to double pretty much anything that they want to kill here. They can also sacrifice their Bankbuster, which is also very fine with me. Okie dokie. Sure. Yeah, that's something. And the turn, we'll just hold up Wanderer, or Wandering Emperor, rather. They now have 6 available mana here, but if I Wandering Emperor, that gives me an opportunity to do some other shenanigans next turn, maybe. Okay, yeah, sure, that goes. But it is down to 5, which is kind of nice for us. Okay, Reckoner Bankbuster. Sure. Sure. And I might still play defensive here. We're gonna go ahead and Wandering Emperor, draw out the negate. Sweet. How did we know? It was quite the mystery. Okay. Let's play a Adeline. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Wedding announcements. I don't really have any use for Astor right now. Yeah, I just don't have any use for Astor, so I'm kind of debating on whether I should just double swing in. Yeah, let's go and do it, because I do want to draw the card. We're nowhere near, like, super comfortable here. We drew out 2 counter spells, which is, like, super awesome. So that's cool. Sweet. So we could trade Reckoner for Astor here. That's perfect. That's, like, their card draw. Beautiful. Opponent gets to do 1 Reckoner Bankbuster draw here. We got rid of an Urtai Scorn, negate, 2 negates. Alright. Alright, so now we got Bankbuster and we've got AO. Not too shabby. You can also wipe the board if the opponent plays a creature or something. So that could be kind of sick. Nice, nice. Okay, opponent considers. It's getting pretty juicy out here, guys. Pretty juicy. Yeah, we take 7. We could go... Let's go AO. And if they counter, then we've got Lightning Strike to protect our board for a little bit. Beautiful. Do we Bankbuster or do we Lightning Strike? Okay, we Lightning Strike here, obviously. Okay. Got a little 1/1 action as well. Thirst for discovery. Oh, counterspell decks. How wild are thee? Okay, let's go play a Reckoner Bankbuster. Sweet. Okay, go and do this. They drew another counterspell, they drew another counterspell, but we have to get them out of their hands. That's the important thing. And do we just put on the... I don't think we have to swing in, actually. We can just create a board. The board then turns into something, hopefully. Get some 2/2 action. Now we have 2 2/2s that can swing in, so that feels alright. It was nice getting rid of their Delvers, though, because that is a huge, obviously, big part of a spells deck. Haughty Jin, okay. Oh, man, okay. 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we definitely have to just shoot our shot here, I think. Go creatures, graveyards, artifacts. Alright. They have a counterspell. We will not win here. Gotcha. Alright, well that's it. We lost to counterspells. Color me surprised, guys. Color me surprised that if you have enough counterspells that you're definitely gonna get fucked over. But here's the important thing to remember. Counterspells decks have been always a thing and will always be, and you'll always want to play around them. But at the same time, it's one of those things where if they don't draw that counter spell, you fare well, and you know your game's a whole different game there. So it's a lot of RNG. So GG Chester02. This is, I think, fine. We'll keep this. We'll drop a Plains. This is actually not where we want to be. We do want more 2-drops potentially, but you know, a removal spell into Wedding Announcement or vice versa is not a terrible way to start. Just a slow, kind of a slow start, if anything. Okay, so we got an Azorius player here. Does it work like this? Exile target. Do I have to pay ward on borrowed time? I actually don't remember how it works. So I think what we're gonna do actually is just play Wedding Announcement. We could also have tested it. An Azorius Artifacts deck seems pretty interesting, TBH. Or one or more vehicles you control attack credo. So we're playing, oh, like a little vehicles deck perhaps. A little vehicles matchup. Vehicles head to head, if you will. Alright, let's go ahead and play this. Alright, so if we target this, do we have to pay Ward 2? I could target this, and that's one less 3/4. Damn. Alright, I think we're just gonna get rid of that. Certainly something to consider here. And we're just gonna go no attacks, build up our board. I'm fairly certain you have to pay the ward cost for the borrowed time. There were some sagas back in the day, like Binding the Old Gods. I think we're able to circumvent ward costs for some reason, but I might be wrong. Okay, Reckoner Bankbuster is sweet. Is sweet, sweet, sweet. Visor Mech. Okay. Well, that's going to be a pain in the ass, wouldn't you say? Alright, let's play a Spirited Companion, draw a card when it's holding priority. For no reason really here, but okay, that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty good. We can now swing in and draw, just what I'm absolutely cool with. Swing with these two bad boys, give us the opportunity to draw a bit here and a bit there. And we'll end the turn. Sweet. Does the opponent have counter spells is kind of a big thing too. I really wonder. Okay. Okay. Then just block with this one. Would it be worthwhile trading away Lion Sash, I think? I think we do trade in Lion Sash here. I want to see what the opponent's got in their hand. If they have a protection spell, a bounce spell, I don't really care which one they have, but it would be nice to be able to remove one of them. Okay, Teferi. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Alright, so we needed lands there pretty bad, but we don't get it. And that's okay, though. Alright, so if I do this for 2, I need to pay an additional 2, right? Okay. We're gonna do this for 2 by dropping a... We dropped the companion? Damn, I feel really bad about dropping companion. I think we... Even Farewell seems kind of rough here, too. Rough, get it? Haha. I think we dropped Farewell. Target this bad boy. And then we just kind of hope they don't have, like, protection or counterspell here. But it was a very interesting deck for show. Let's see what the opponent's got here. I would rather them use whatever spell they have in their hand before I make any decisions here. Okay. Sweet. Alright. And from here, we just do no attacks. Yeah, that's fine. Don't have anything to crew the mobilizer mech, so I think I'm okay with that. Okay. They do have something, after all. But not enough to really affect us too heavily here, I think. We can take 3, they can untap again, but then we get to swing in. Okay. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Alright, so yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and... Alright, so if we swing in, then they have a blocker, but is that actually good for us here? Let me see. We do no attacks. Let's go and play Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Epic Duck really is slow playing pretty hard, but I think it's okay. Okay, that's nice. Play a little Weatherlight. Opponent is really thinking about what it means to be a member of the Weatherlight. What are they running? I really am so curious. Opponent's like, a vehicles deck? What kind of moron plays a vehicles deck? Oh wait, I'm playing a vehicles deck. So they get rid of that, that's fine. It hits what it hits, am I right? Alright, so they had a bounce land. Yikes, times are getting tough. Times be getting tough. Okay. Think we're gonna go no attacks on the turn. And then what does this do? They get to Untap all permanents and draw a card. Okay, so it's not like an insurmountable effect. It's something that is unfortunate, but not, like I said, not insurmountable. That means they have to have cards to actually do something. I think we are still able to do enough shenanigans here. Okay. Definitely swing in with this bad boy. That's a free 6. And yeah, we're just gonna end the turn. End the turn, and it's a good chance we're probably gonna end the germs as well. Alright, play a Wanderer. Create a 2/2.
We must protect the people.
We must protect the people. Play Astor, Bearer of Blades. Okay, we whiff, but we do get to crew this. So yeah, let's get a bounce spell in. Okay. Get a couple of crew guys up in here. Yeah. Crewed me up, fam. Quite the crude dude, fam. Alright, so we can kill one of the mobilizer mechs, which is kind of nice. Fair enough. Alright, do we look for a permanent, or do we put +2/+2 on everything? Let's go and put +2/+2 on everything. Drop this to the bottom. Let's see, do we have a tapped creature on that side? We could get rid of that, or we could just create a 2/2 with vigilance here.
Let your blade do the talking.
Let your blade do the talking. Okay. Sweet. We got one crude dude over here. Swinging on Emperor. That's fine.
I guess that's it then.
Land. Going with a big swing. Yes, let's go. We gave this opponent a very thorough chop despite their Teferi ult. I think this is a really cool ult, but definitely I guess if you're running like vehicles and auras as opposed to like counter spells or something like that, probably not the most successful ult, but it was fun going against another vehicles deck for sure. That was really cool. And this battle really showed you kind of the power of the deck. Astor being able to make our Weatherlight crew for 1, and it's a freaking 8/8. That's pretty OP. And yeah, AO was doing a lot of work here. DJ AO. This is the hottest of garbage, so we will mulligan. Just a tad bit better here. I feel like dropping the AO is probably in our best interests here. Play Jetmir's Garden. Just like our opponent. We're trying to be like our opponent here. We're also trying to be better than our opponents. That does give us some red mana. Unspirited Companion. Draw a card. We got another doggo. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. We do have 5 lands, which is actually pretty sick. Opponent is on what's looking like at least 4 color from this point. Cut down! How did we know? How did we know about this newfangled card called Cut Down? Alright, play Spirit Companion Part 2. So now we have 3 removal spells and an Astor, which is sort of nice. Okay, so they are just on 5 color, maybe Domain even now. When you see 5 color decks, you're just like, what garbage is going on here? Okay. Gun swing in for 1. Kind of interesting that our opponent played Cut Down on our doggo, because it's like, I guess you could use it on my 1/1. Okay, so I've got 3 removal spells in hand. I've got an Astor. Opponent may be waiting to play like a big ol' whatever, drag to the bottom, whatever that sweeper is. So I think we're gonna have to take advantage of that. You'll never 2-for-1 me, sir. Okay, get in for 1. Play planes, and the turn. Yeah, if they're playing Domain, that means they're playing Leyline Binding, they're playing Drag to the bottom, so this taking 1 business is pretty hilarious. But Domain does have some life gain as well, so it should be interesting times for us. Yeah, they have also a bounce land in hand, which could prove to be annoying for us. I'm swinging for 1. 2 damage. Go. Play this, and 1 on the turn. I don't think we need to advance our board state, considering I've only got 1 thing that could possibly advance our board state.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
Alright, let's get rid of that. Sweet.
See you later.
Let your blade do the talking. This is a control deck that we're going against, and that means, yeah, we are going to be suffering a bit. A bit here and a bit there. I think we just go and get rid of this, actually. That's fine. And I think we have even more reason to, because we do want to continue going in for 1. That creature had vigilance, so you definitely don't want to see that too often. Just whittle away at our opponent's life. Alright, let's play Wedding Announcements. And the turn. Start maybe getting some value off of our Wedding Announcements. Opponent may have a card draw spell here. Okay, Leyline Binding. Sweet. So that's something we can get rid of. Not too terrible. Domain decks are very scary because of the immense value they get. Because like Kami War is a thing, and I may actually just wait to Kami War, you know what I mean? Wait to borrow time the Kami War, just because it is pretty scary. Oh, but this is awesome because we do get to just really screw with the opponents here. We have 2 cards in hand, which is nice for us. Raffine, that's perfect. Yeah, so we can do this and get rid of creatures and enchantments, which, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that's probably worth it right now? Yeah, let's just go and do it. Let's go creatures and enchantments. We get to 2-for-1 the opponent here, potentially. Or we get to draw out a counterspell. Either way, we have the potential to do some work here. Okay. Alright. GG. Opponent's like, oops. And I'm like, sorry. But that's fine. Okay. We get the opponent on the shame scoop. And yeah, that was just golden. All right, so that could have been a very scary game. But maybe the opponent's really not familiar with all of the cool things that go on with Domain, and maybe not familiar with how Farewell works. But either way, GG. That was super fun. And I think we're getting it to the deck breakdown right now because we played quite a few matches. So GG, Gus Farley. Alright Slayers, this looks like the perfect place to end today's video, and I had a blast playing this one. It felt like a mix between that kind of mono-white enchantments deck that I played earlier with Defiler, mixed with a little bit of tokens, some other really strong finishers. Astor Bearer Blades was super cool here. Being able to make our vehicles crew for 1 creature power was like super powerful. I think Weatherlight Compleated doesn't have to wait for, you know, your creatures to die to turn into a 5/5 flying for 2 mana. mana. So yeah, there's a lot of powerful interactions in the deck. Also, just being able to search out for something like, hey, we need some card draw, let's look for a Bankbuster. We need to get rid of some tenacious underdogs or something like that from the opponent's graveyard. We've got Unlicensed Hearse and Lion Sash. So a lot of really cool kind of abilities for Astor, Bearer of Blades. The removal suite felt pretty strong. So yeah, there's just a lot of really cool things. I would love to see like an updated version from one of you guys. My boy Sky has been sending me some really cool Orzhov deck lists that I've been really interested in trying out as well. Yeah, I'd just love to see if there's like a way to even optimize this even further. I know there's probably plenty of ways to jank it up. We could add that like one vehicle that's like a 7/7 or something like that. That would be kind of sick as well. But yeah, anyway, I had a blast playing this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to smash that like button below, and to help you stay up to date with my upcoming videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks again, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Slayers.